tonight. My name is Lydia. This is the Avanti Wellness podcast and YouTube channel. I prefer to have a lot more guests, but it's not always easy to find them. But I come on frequently and talk about my experience of rebounding for 291 days in a row. And I titled this video, How to Reduce Swelling in Your Ankles, Feet, and Legs. Because my legs are shaping up from the calf down like I've never seen before. And I think because there was just less there for it to shape. I think if I continue to do my rebounding on a regular basis like I do, which is approximately 15 minutes per day, I do 10 in the morning and a 5-minute booster, which is what I'm about to do right now. I have some fun stories to tell y'all, but I just want to remind people that rebounding helps your lymphatic system, and your lymphatic system is the system. It's like the sewer system that carries it's like the canal system that carries all the fluid, excess fluid, the drainage, the cellular waste that happens every night. All that stuff needs to get moved out. And so when you're like me and you haven't been moving that much throughout your life, your body just expands and it accumulates as we eat more and more toxins or salts or whatever makes you fluffy. I used to have at my house, and when I was growing up, my mom had a sign and it was like 2 sheep. And you know how they call sheep ewes, E-W-E, ewes. It's like a name of a sheep or a lamb or whatever. Anyway, the little sign says, ewes not flat, ewes fluffy. And so as a child in the 80s, we used to always make that comment to each other as sisters, just joking around. You's not fat, you's fluffy. Anyway, so I'm about to get my bounce on and I've got some fun stories to tell you. So give yourself a chance to use a rebounder like I do and see if you can get rid of some swelling in your feet, ankles, and or legs. And actually it helps with swelling in your eyes, like around here. It helps with swelling in a lot of areas that you're just have extra fluid. A lot of people don't like that excess fluid. So I think rebounding can help with all that. So let's go. Let's get started. So my first fun story is about this morning. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes, starting now.
Okay. So this morning I woke up to the sound of like a lawnmower, and I was like, the lawn people came yesterday. Why is there a lawnmower around my house somewhere? I didn't know where the sound was coming from. I thought it was the back of my house because they cut down 2 trees. One tree fell during a hurricane. That finally got cut down by one team, and then another guy and a different team came this week and cut down a very large oak tree that was hanging sideways over the neighbor's house. It was literally touching the roof. So the neighbor complained and my landlord had to cut the whole, she decided to cut the whole tree down instead of just pruning it, which is, unfortunate, but it's because it was growing at an angle like this, okay? So I kind of understand where that tree was coming from, why she wanted to cut that one down. But here's the kicker. This morning I woke up and I went to go walk my dog. We went out the front door, and this beautiful big magnolia tree that's probably 30 years old in my front yard, not hurting anything, fully blooms every year. The guy has it completely cut, and it's laying in huge magnolia tree laying in my whole front yard. And I was like, what? Why is she cutting that down? It's not even like close to the house. It's not gonna hurt the house if it falls. So I talked to the guy that was cutting it, and I said, does she have you cutting any more trees? He goes, she wanted that tree, this tree, and that tree. I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna like have them cut 4 trees total, like normal, healthy trees. Like she was going off her rocker about these trees, and many of them were healthy and were not in danger of hurting the house and during a hurricane. And we're in hurricane season right now, so she's just like cutting like a mad dog. So anyway, thank God the tree people told me that they talked her out of it. They said, yes, of course we want the money for cutting down the job, but that's ridiculous because these trees are healthy. And you know what? If we keep cutting down trees that don't need to be cut down, where's the lungs of our planet? Where's the purification to help us breathe healthy, clean air? The plants uptake all the carbon monoxide of the cars and the gases, and then they pump out oxygen for us to breathe, healthy oxygen. Not to mention all the shade that the trees were offering me on the east sun and the west sun. So whatever, she's just gone off her rocker. Thank God the tree people were not money hungry, and they convinced her not to cut down 3 additional trees besides the 3 trees that she already cut down around my house. So, oh my God. Okay, so that was this morning. And then this afternoon, I live in the 4th largest city in the United States. We have tons of freeways. We have tons of traffic. You can't even get around here without a car because it's so big and spread out. You need a car. Like there's no good transit like in Chicago or, you know, the subway in New York. There's nothing like that here that's good to take. And I'm just telling you all that because I live in a very big city. What is roaming around the streets where I live? I live in the city. I live literally in a neighborhood with tons and tons of houses around me. It's not the country at all. I live probably 25, 30 miles from anything that would represent anything rural or country. And guess what? There's like a bobcat or a mountain lion or a puma or something walking around the streets of where I live, like within 2 to 3 blocks. So there's a street over, one street over, another street, and that big puma, bobcat, mountain lion, whatever it is, they haven't been able to identify it yet, is walking on those 3 streets over there. And I'm like, oh my God, my little 17-year-old sausage dog would not have a chance. I mean, she would be lunch for that bobcat or whatever it was. Alexa, stop. And so just now, my dog slept, took a nap until dark. And so we just went outside in the front yard, you know, going potty for the night. And my mama, me, was so vigilant. I was not going to let no puma, no mountain lion, no bobcat, whatever the heck that thing is, attack my little sausage dog. So we got home safely, and everybody's just fine. The only thing I'm worried about is at nighttime, we go out, we wake up in the middle of the night, like at 12 or 2 or whatever time, and she goes and has to go potty. And so I let her out the back door, and then she scratches to come in. So I hope there's no puma, mountain lion, or bobcat waiting for her tonight. So hopefully that thing will get caught or move on its way and go back wherever it came. So anyway, I thought that was a fun story to tell y'all. So look, my 5 minutes is over. That's how fast it goes. Just hope y'all have a good weekend. I am glad that it's the weekend, and I'll be reading. By the way, today I read 2 more chapters of the book, The Easy Way to Quit Emotional Eating. I read chapter 10 and 11 today. And I think I'm going to close this video and I'm going to go over there in my little seating area and I'm going to read chapter 12. I want to get done with it. It's got 20 chapters, so I'm trying to knock them out. That would be 3 chapters today. So I will see y'all on the flip side. Let's see who's here. Good evening. Oh, somebody said something nice. You are an amazing person. That's sweet. That's very rare for people to have positive things to say. And the name of the account is called Spam Account. So very good. Good job. Keep it going, sister. Thank you. I subscribed and I like you. Well, thank you, Albert. Make them jiggle more. Okay, well, it's jiggling whether I want it to or not. But everything's tightening up. So that's what's important. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. I hope you get your bounce on. And I'll see you in a little bit on the video for reading. But I'll see you later this weekend for bouncing. All right, bye, guys. See ya.